I have seen horror stories of Chinese suppliers sending over your hard-earned dollars that you've spent on some products for your Amazon store, sending that over from China into the States in crappy, poor boxes. It's a disaster, especially if those products get damaged in transit, meaning that you will, through no fault of your own, end up getting piss poor reviews for your Amazon store, which could be very difficult to recover from. But how do you go about getting the right packaging for your products? What does packaging actually mean? What is best for you and your situation? In this video, I'm going to go through all of that and much, much more. Now, if you like this kind of content where I'm helping you build your business, whether that's on Amazon or Etsy, Shopify or eBay, whatever it may be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. We post brand new content every single day, all about helping you build your money-making business right here in Australia. Okay, let's get into it. What packaging is required for your boxes that come from China, Vietnam, India, wherever it may be, okay? Whatever you're getting on, even here in Australia, you want to get your packaging done properly. So what is the right packaging to use? How do you go about doing that? That's what this particular thing's all about. What you do not want to happen is what you're looking at on the screen, where you get a lot of boxes arrive and they look like they've just been beaten the hell up. You do not want that to happen. If your products are inside those boxes, it's a fair chance that you'll get that the products will be damaged. And if that's the case, and you've just got those products sent directly to Amazon's warehouses, so you didn't know the packaging was damaged, then through no fault of your own, you'll start getting bad reviews. And at the beginning of your business, getting a heap of bad reviews, it just kills your business. It's very, very difficult to come back from that. Okay, very, very difficult to come back from that. You don't want that to happen. So packaging is really bloody important. So I want to give you a couple of pointers with regards to packaging, because nobody in the freight process will give a shit about your boxes, okay? They're going to throw them the hell around. And because of that, the first big piece of advice I've got for you is not to use recycled boxes. Now, I know that sucks. I know that sucks for me to say that. I know that I should be sitting here telling you to recycle, 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 but I'm here to tell you, you don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. You want to make sure your box is brand spanking new and hasn't been used before. So the integrity of the box, the carton, remains really, really strong. Boxes get thrown all over the place by your freight, different elements of the freight process, and they get handled a lot. Because of that, you don't want to use recycled boxes at all. So that's the first thing, which is probably going to get me in trouble, but what the hell, that's absolutely the truth. Second thing is, if you've got a product that is fragile, you should absolutely double box it. You should absolutely double box it. Now, the idea of double boxing, a little bit of a nature lesson, comes from woodpeckers. So, you know, woodpeckers, they tap, 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 tap. Why don't woodpeckers get brain damage? Well, it's because their brain is double boxed inside their skull. They've basically got two skulls, woodpeckers have, okay? Which is where motorbike helmets, that's where that was invented from this idea of a woodpecker not getting brain damage. Well, now you wear a motorbike helmet and you're not going to get brain damage. Well, you might, but whatever. So double boxing is pretty simple. It's one box, big box, filled up with some kind of aerated packaging material, and then another box put inside of that. That's all double boxing is. Two boxes for something that's very, very fragile to get sent over. So if you're sending fragile shit, you must double box. It's absolutely the only way to do it, to ensure that the products that your customers have ordered get to them safe and sound. That's the only way to do it. But let's suppose your stuff is not that fragile, okay? So if your stuff is not really that fragile, then what you want to do is you want to tell your factory that's sending your stuff out. Let me see if I've got that. So what you're going to do is you want to tell your factory who's sending that stuff out that what they want to use is a KK grade carton. Now, in China, and indeed more all over the world, that's a very, very recognized level of strength within the carton. It's triple layer strength, and so a KK is the best. You can also get KA as well, which is also very, very good. It's not as good as KK. So KA, I would use KK, okay? And then in terms of the sizes, they come in different sizes. I use a number 5 box, number 5 carton. 5 KK is what I typically use for everything. It's big enough to ship really well. It holds a shitload of stuff and it's super, super strong, okay? So that's what I would use if I were you. And your supplier will have their own standard boxes. Don't use them. Don't use them because your supplier, they're not interested in you getting your products delivered safely to Amazon's FBA warehouses. What they are interested in is getting the stuff out of the door and relinquishing responsibility for it over to you, and then taking the money and spending the money. That's what they're interested in, rightly so. So your supplier has cartons, boxes, but they're piss poor quality normally. So you want to ask for 5 KK boxes, specifically ask for that. Or the other thing you can ask for is international export grade. That's something else. But 5 KK is what I always ask for, okay? Now, they will charge you for using that. However, don't get sucked into paying shitloads of money for it. The difference in price between the stuff that they will be using and a 5 KK box is 10 cents, something like that, okay? So it's okay for them to charge you an extra $1, say, for 10 boxes. That's no worries at all. But if they try to charge you $50 for using these boxes, just know they're ripping you off. You can say to them, hey, I can send you the boxes if you want, just use the boxes. They won't need to do that. But just let them know you know the dealio, okay? They're like 10 cents more a box. It's nothing. It's nothing. I think that's it. That's absolutely what I would use. The other thing as well, which I think is kind of interesting, which I haven't kind of gone here. I wonder if I can find it anywhere. If you're doing something which is fragile, I always use what's called a H packaging. So let's suppose that's the top of your box. So H packaging is one piece of packing tape across that part of the box, and then where the box kind of edges are, you also wrap there as well, and then across there too, okay? It's called a H packaging. Done. Great book, by the way, as well. So make sure you'll get your suppliers to do that. This will save you a ton of heartache. Like, you just go into the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs group and you'll see folks whose suppliers have sent stuff and it's got damaged in transport. This is why. This is why, okay? So make sure you use that. That was a video from my regular Monday night open Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We've got over 2,500 members right around the world, all building their own e-commerce businesses. We're actually the fastest growing community of e-commerce entrepreneurs here in Australia. If you'd like to find out more, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.